What is going on, my high stim pre-workout enthusiasts? Hope you guys are having an amazing high stim Saturday. And yes, today is indeed High Stim Saturday. And High Stim Ace is actually away right now in beautiful Greenwich, Connecticut. As a matter of fact, while you guys are watching this review right now, I am probably pumping iron and hopped up out of my mind at the local Greenwich Y. Today, I'm going to be discussing a pre-workout that's pretty well known, especially to you stim junkies over in the community. Now, this product has recently become available once again over at Nutricartel.com after being unavailable since mid-2024. I think that was the last time we saw it in stock, but I actually have had a tub here sealed in the High Stim Ace bunker, and I cracked it open yesterday to see if it still has the goods or not. What I'm reviewing today is none other than Zeus by God Status Labz. And this pre-workout has been around for a little while. And like I said, this here isn't the latest batch that just came out because there is no latest batch that just came out. Nutricartel happened to have a little bit of extra inventory from a little while ago, and it is live on the site, although in limited quantity. So if you guys are interested, you can definitely grab that over there. But before you do, you should probably watch and hear what I have to say about this product here. Now, some of you guys that are in the know about, you guys may have heard rumors that the same people that actually had the Dark Energy pre-workout, the iconic, legendary Dark Energy, these people went under the name Magnitude Life Sciences. Now, I haven't confirmed it myself, but there is a rumor going around that these are the very same people that formulated this product here. Now, I don't know the nitty-gritty details. I'm just passing along some relevant information. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to delve into it, guys. I'm going to roll that intro, and then we're going to get talking about Zeus pre-workout in 2025. All right, so a little history about High Stim Ace and the Zeus pre-workout. I had the very first batch a little bit over a year and a half ago, probably close to 2 years ago at this point, and it was the Godly Gummy flavor, which, by the way, is super, super gnarly, but also very reminiscent to the gummy research flavor from Dark Energy. So that leads me to believe that there is a little bit of truth to this rumor that these are the same people, at least, you know, behind the manufacture of these two products. Okay, so this here is a limited edition flavor. This is the Nutricartel collaboration. This is the red gummy flavor, which, by the way, is no longer available. Like I said, I had this tub sealed up until yesterday, and I did crack it open to compare it because I saw that this product is now available again, and I figured this is a good opportunity for me to review it and tell you guys what I think. Now, with that being said, this here is my fourth tub of the Zeus pre-workouts. I've gone through my share of Zeus in the past, and it does tell you that there was something worth looking into with that product. The very first one I had was the Godly Gummy flavor, which once again was very gnarly. I then had the Olympus Orange, and then the last one I did have, the most recent batch, was the Strawberry Lemonade or Strawberry Siren, whatever it is called. And I do believe that that is the only flavor that is currently available, the Strawberry Siren and the Godly Gummy. I think these are the only two flavors that you can currently get over at Nutricartel, so definitely check that out if you are interested. But enough with that, guys. Let's move on to the label, and then I'm going to come and tell you guys what you really want to hear, which is the effects in the gym. So we begin by looking at the scoop size, which comes in at 14.8 grams, and it is a slightly underdosed product. It's going to come in closer to 13.5 grams, so you're going to want to heap this one, especially because this product is from last year, and it is going to be a little bit clumped up. Mine is just a little bit clumped up, not too much, but a little bit, all right? I did crack this one open yesterday for the very first time, so minor clumpage, but nothing too crazy. Definitely doable. So you're going to have to heap it a little bit, or better yet, just weigh it out for accuracy. With that being said, you are getting 28 servings per container, which is great value for money, and it's good. I can never complain about more servings. So we're going to begin with vitamin B-C as pyridoxine HCl, 50 milligrams, L-citrulline mally 2-to-1 ratio, 6,000 milligrams, so 4 grams of citrulline, 2 grams of malic acid, pretty solid as far as a high stim pre-workout goes. Beta-alanine, 3,200 milligrams for the tingles, L-taurine, 2,000 milligrams, DMAE for focus, 750 milligrams, caffeine anhydrous, 400 milligrams, so definitely a nice dose, probably my favorite dose of caffeine anhydrous. It is definitely in that stim junkie territory, but not to the point where it's completely blowing you up and blowing your head off. 400 for me is the perfect amount. Beta-phenylethylamine, also known as beta-PE8, 350 milligrams to give you a little bit of that floaty head high 10-15 minutes going in. And that is going to pair really well with N-phentyl-dimethylamine citrate, also known to the common man as Arrhea gerenesis. We're getting 250 milligrams of that, very solid dose. 2-amino isoheptane, known as DMHA. 200 milligrams, great dose if sourced properly, and going by the Dark Energy pre-workout, which again, we are assuming was formulated by the same people, there should be some good DMHA, so definitely something to look out for. Synephrine HCl 80 milligrams for thermogenesis, and lastly, GABA 50 milligrams to help promote relaxation and help bring off the edge just a little bit. Before High Stim Ace breaks down my experience running Zeus, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow Stim junkie or a pre-workout enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Alright guys, the moment you have all been waiting for, the effect section. What actually matters more than anything else in this video? Does Zeus still have the goods in 2025? Truth be told, that's a bit of an unfair question because, again, this isn't a new batch. It's not like God Status Labz came back and just released a brand new batch. This is still leftover inventory from a while back, whether Nutricartel found that extra box hidden somewhere, whatever it may be, but this isn't a new batch. I made sure to contact them directly and I asked about it. So the batch I have here, although this flavor is no longer available, this is from the very same batch that is currently available over at Nutricartel.com. Okay, so let me just check the expiration date real quick. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like February 2025 actually. So yeah, this is technically already expired, but I don't really think that matters, or maybe it does, because to you guys, if you see an expiration date, you might think, okay, it's not going to hit, it's not really worth it, whatever. I'll tell you, I have certain pre-workouts here, such as Decimate, such as Eris Titanium, which are both beyond expired, and let me tell you guys, they still hit really, really nicely. My Dark Energy, on the other hand, is a different story. I got 2 tubs. One of it still hits at about 30-40%. The other one lost all flavor, lost all effect. They are both way past expired, but not as much as the Zeus here. This one's only about a month and a half expired, so not too bad. If you guys want to take my opinion, you can message Nutricartel on Instagram and just get the exact information you need if you guys really do care about that sort of thing. But with that being said, the very first time I had Zeus, which again was about a year and a half or 2 years ago, it was that godly gummy flavor. And I'm telling you, the first time I took it, to this day, I've never been able to replicate that feeling. The happy euphoria, head high that came with that experience was otherworldly. Literally, like the gods came down from Olympus and graced me with the greatest product ever. I went bicycling with my good friend Mike, and we have our own little hidden trail here in New York City where, you know, it's essentially an abandoned field that nobody goes to anymore, and it's our own little spot. So I gave him a scoop, I took a scoop, and it was nasty going down. But when I tell you that 20 minutes later, we were both flying and breezing through those fields, man, it was an experience that I still cherish to this very day. It was a really, really special day. But I've ran Zeus numerous times since then, and the interesting thing about that specific product, and I'm talking about all 3 tubs I had, the experience has always been very, very inconsistent, and not just batch to batch, but literally between usages. If I'm using the same tub, certain times it would hit me so nicely, so beautifully. I would be full of euphoria, and like a happy euphoria, very reminiscent of Dark Energy, but it was something special, and you were flying for 8 to 10 hours post-workout. It was amazing. It never gave you this crazy aggression or this crazy strength, but it just puts you in such a happy place where you just want to stay in the gym forever. That's when it hits, though. Unfortunately, the experience isn't consistent, and I've really experienced that same thing with all 4 batches, all 4 flavors, I should say. So I had the same experience with the Godly Gummy, with the Olympus Orange, with the Strawberry Lemonade Siren, and unfortunately with the Red Gummy that I opened yesterday. It's an inconsistent experience. So I took it yesterday, and I didn't really feel all that much, if I'm being honest. I haven't had a DMHA pre-workout in about 4 days, something like that, 3 or 4 days at least. So I thought it was going to hit. I thought I'm going to feel at least a nice buzz from it, but I didn't really feel all that much. I got a little bit of a mood elevation, a little bit of something going there, felt a little bit of that caffeine, But other than that, there was nothing special about this one. If I were to take it in a blind test, I would assume you gave me a daily driver or maybe something slightly stronger than a daily driver. It definitely didn't have that euphoric, illicit, 2-amino feel that I look for in these types of products. So I don't know. I personally wouldn't recommend this one right now because, again, I don't think it lives up to the product back in the glory days, to the original batches that came out. Those were next level crazy. And the one that's currently available is from that most recent batch. So again, sometimes it will hit, other times it will not. And I'm not the only one that says this. A lot of people over on the pre-workout supplement subreddit said the same thing. I've had extensive discussions with numerous people that have tried it, and that first time they were flying sky high. And then unfortunately, the second, third time, it just didn't really do it. So my suggestion, if you're somebody who's new to DMHA pre-workouts, you kind of want to dip your toes into it. You've only ever had Alpha-O or Genesis-based products, maybe you've dabbled with huge supplements. Maybe you messed around a little bit with the new Kilo Labz, with Panda Subs, stuff that's kind of like medium stim, but you've never gone that full route. This might be a good option for you as a first-time DMHA type of product because it will definitely hit you if you've never had DMHA before. And again, I'm speaking from experience because this is my 4th tub here, so I know what this product is like. When it hits beautifully. When it doesn't hit, it's still pretty good. It'll feel like a daily driver. It's not going to feel like you didn't take anything. It's going to feel like a daily driver. So I think it's a win-win either way. Obviously, for the price tag, you guys have to make your own decisions whether it's worth your money for that gamble. But something I like to do personally, and this is just me because I'm High Stim Ace, I'm the ultimate stim junkie and mad chemist, I like adding my own DMAA to this one here, just 30 to 40 milligrams of DMAA. Not that everybody has access to those types of research chemicals, but I do like to add it in here. And that kind of brings it a little bit to that dark energy level. Not quite, because I'm pretty sure dark energy had a little bit of extra sprinkled in there, a little bit of extra yum-yums from a different source that was never disclosed. But with that being said, guys, this is still going to be a gamble in the end of the day. So ultimately, it is up to you. But from my experience, when this thing hits, it hits beautifully. When it doesn't hit, it's going to feel like a daily driver. You could still have a decent workout on it, but don't expect it to be like a crazy type of experience that's going to be unforgettable. So ultimately, it is up to you guys if you want to get this one or not. If you are interested in picking up Zeus from God Status Labz, which might possibly be the very last time we see this product, as far as I know, there's no plans to bring this back anytime soon. I could be wrong. You never know in this industry, but for the time being, all that's out there is pretty much all that's left. So if you guys do want to test it out for yourselves and get to experience this, then you can head over to Nutricartel.com, use discount code ACE15, and that will save you 15% site-wide and help support the High Stim Ace YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I do have a couple of new products I'm going to be dropping reviews for next week. I know it's been a little while since I reviewed a High Stim pre-workout. I think the last one I did was the Doomsday Destruction from Coca Labs. That was a new product that I reviewed, but rest assured, I've been testing out a bunch of stuff and there are a lot of reviews coming. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, because there's a lot of fire content coming. There's a lot of crazy drops. 2025 is just getting started, and so is High Stim Ace. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody, and have a happy High Stim Saturday. High Stim Ace, signing off.